Hi, YouTube. You are very welcome to this conversation for this immersion. This is Talk and Talk. I'm Louis and I'm here with Louise. It's a pleasure to receive you, Louise. Always a pleasure to talk with you. I remember you that we are not English class. We are a conversation platform for beginners, intermediates, and advanced levels. We have no judgment here. We don't correct you in any way. We are here to improve our accent, our vocabulary, and stay more proficient in the language. This is the way that how we're doing it. And I hope you enjoy this conversation. Thank you very much. Uh, we are talking about today about work and a little bit about do you live to work or work to live? It's an important question nowadays because sometimes you feel in trouble with your work, then you can go in out to do things that you love. You just work every day. So this is why I choose this topic, this subject, and I will put the questions here in the chat for you. And we're gonna talk. This is not writing in a rock, just to guide our conversation. We have a informal conversation here about this kind of thing, the relation between free time and work and free time. It's important to everyone to talking about that. And that's it. My name is Louis. I have 52. I'm living in Rio, in the capital. I have a daughter and a wife. We live together. I am a marketing professional. Nowadays, I am a marketing professional, but I have a lot of type of jobs in my life. And this is a little bit about me. And please, Louise, introduce yourself.
So I am Louise, I am 27. I live in São Paulo capital. I live with my boyfriend and our dog. I'm a technology student. My hobbies are reading, I like running. I'm very into climbing right now, even though it's very difficult. Um, I don't know, I think that's it.
Great. Before we enter live in YouTube, we are talking about some things about things that we have did in our careers, in our life. And Luis is talking about uh, transition career. I was talking, my generation don't use this kind of terms in the past. Life is moving us to other ways, and you just go. You have to trust on your feelings. I was giving an example. I will take it again. And in the new year of 99 to 2000 was the new year of the bug of millennial. People think about the world will stop for the next century. And the dollar was so high at this moment, at these times. And I make a travel here in Brazil, and I meet a person that I have passionate about him and about her. And after that, when I come back to Rio, I lose my job because the company that I was working was buying another company and they have a contract. I don't know what happens. I know I'm going out and I move to São Paulo because we are boyfriend and girlfriends, and she's my girlfriend. And one weekend I'm going there in a plane, and the other weekend she comes to Rio in a plane. After something about 4 5 months, it was turning boring. You have to take a plane every weekend, and it's expensive too. But at these those times, the price of the air tickets are not so expensive like nowadays, you know. I remember that if you pay 10 air tickets, you have a free one ticket. Uh,
Wow.
Rio to São Paulo, and the price I remember is something about 2,000 Rios. It's not too
I can
much.
listen you. I can listen to you. You're not muted, but I'm not listening.
Now you're listening?
It's
No,
like
let me see. That's the development of my microphone.
now I
It's
can hear you.
better. Now, at this time, the price of the air tickets are so cheap. When you buy, after you buy 10 air tickets, you have a free one ticket to you. And I remember the price is something about 2,000 Rios to go and come back. I leave my car in a park at the airport and go in there, come back, take my car and go again. So what happens? Why we don't talking about uh, transition career? The life is moving on. I come to live in São Paulo and I stayed there for 13 years. I don't found a job in the pharmaceutical industry, and at these times I enter in the digital world. I have a friend, and hey, Louis, I have a company who work with computers, and I work with hotels, you know, and I'm selling equipments for hotels. But I want to start e-commerce, and I don't know how to do, and I don't have no people to trust to do it with me. Would you like to try? Uh, this is my start on the digital world, you know. So I
Mm.
enter in the digital world about a situation of my life. I don't choose I will enter in the digital world. No, it happens. It happens. You know? Yeah. After 2 years, I started my all e-commerce and stay with this e-commerce for 9 years. So it's so crazy. But when we talk to define this expression, how do you can define that, Luis? It's something about the question number one, to define the phrase live to work versus work to live.
I think it's a way of seeing like your work life. People used to say, "I am a workaholic. I love my work. I'm work, and I can't disconnect from work when I got home." Something like this, like it's an obsession, more like a way that you can live in a comfortable way. My boyfriend's like this. He's a workaholic. He lived work. He's always thinking about work and talking about work and his friends from work or college, something, but it's always involving working. I don't know. I think it's like his place to say about this, but I don't think it's healthy in my point of view when this becomes an obsession. Something that say about you more than yourself. When I think about work to live, it's more like work. It's established that money is everything, right? Not in a material way, but it's everything. It's the way you can take care of yourself and your family, people you love. You can take care of your house. You can eat, pay for bills and rent and stuff. Work it's like a tool for you be like comfortable and have self-esteem because work still is everything. So it's kind of a balance between those phrases, those sentences, because nothing in life can be disorganized. Like I won't be workaholic. I am more free, but it's something that we can do by being more self-aware. Where are we putting like our energy? It's in work or it's in our life? What is more important? for each people. For me, it's my life. For my boyfriend, sometimes it's work.
Yeah, I have a point of view. When I start to work, I just work to live. And when the times comes and I start to work in jobs that gave me more money, I feel, wow, that's amazing. I will never take a bus again. I can. At these times, I am passionate about travels, and I have visited amazing places along of my life. And at these times, I just work to travel because I live with my parents. I don't spend money with the house. You know, you open the fridge and the food is there. I have no compromise to to pay the bills. You know, so I stock my money, and at the end of the year, I choose a destination to go. As I
Nice.
said, Chilu is here in particular. Before we enter live in YouTube, I have visited Galapagos, Bocas del Toro, it's an island in Panama, Costa Rica, amazing, beautiful place. Peru, amazing, beautiful place. Machu Picchu in Peru. Uh, those jobs gave me the opportunity to go there. But when I changed the kind of job and I looking back, oh my God, I hated this job. I just worked for the money to pay my travels. After that, I built my own business and start to earn more money. And then I feel the smell of the money. The real money, the real money. And oh my God, it's so good. Uh, but after 10 years, I saw and I see it's just not about the money. For sure, money give you comfortable things that you can live better. But nowadays, I have another opinion. I'm trying to work to live again, to do the things that I love, to have more time with my family, to take care about my mother. I have a mother who has 80, so I have to looking down and looking up. I have a daughter with 7 and a mother with 80. So I have to take care. I'm the only son. I don't have brothers, I have to take care about my mother. And nowadays I'm thinking about that. It's amazing working, live to work sometimes, and it's all about money. You just think about the money. It's amazing. I can buy a great apartment, an amazing car, I can visit, you know. But sometimes that's depend of the time of your life. Now I'm stay comfortable to work to live.
That's nice. And you
Yeah,
deserve it. You deserve. You worked a lot in your life.
yeah. That's depend of the phase, the situation, what part of your life you are. Uh, what I can learn with that, when you are young, going fast, moving fast, for when you have 40, 50, 60, you don't have to think about work. This is the way. You are youth, you have the energy going away. But don't forget to do the things that you love, because when you're
Yes.
getting older, you will don't have the opportunity to do the things that you do when you are young. You have to be a balance. It's so important. If I
Yes.
didn't make if I didn't make my surf travels, my surf trips in the past, nowadays I can I could go, but I will not surfing like I surfed in my 20s,
Hmm.
in a level, and my level is not the same nowadays, for sure. Uh, this is I think it's the balance, it's so important.
Yes, this is why I like choose to change jobs, not careers, because we discussed it, but jobs. Because I
Yeah.
was working, sometimes I was working like 12 hours a day, Sunday, like 7 days a week sometimes. I was not like very happy. I didn't have time to exercise, to do the things that I love, to practice my hobbies, to sit and watch a movie. In the end of the day, I was working so much, and I never like earn much money. I never like saw a big salary or adult money, like we Gen Z like to
Hmm.
say. But I was working very much, and I was suffering, not in a mental way but in a physical way too, because I was very tired. I was exhausted working in a museum. So I think it's not, it doesn't value your capacity, your if you're smart or something like this, because you were working so much in a physical way. So it was not good for me. I was very unsatisfied with this. So now I have the opportunity to choose better, to take risks, trying another jobs, because I know that this is better for me. Like in a technology field, maybe I can be more comfortable. I don't need to work 12 hours a day. I can work from home maybe. So I can have my quality life, more quality time to not only work, to live too. Because in my past job, I was just working and sleeping, work and rest.
Yes, I had the same feeling 3 years ago. I was working for the most largest agents from Brazil, and it gave me too much visibility for the marketing, for the market, and I start to receive invites to do to make freelance jobs for United States and Europe. And I didn't refuse that, and I started to do that and stay here in this chair for something like 14, 16 hours a day. But we are talking about a good amount of money, and at this time, it's important to me. But after 1 year and a half or 2 years and a half, I was so tired. I take a decision. I have to choose one of them. Uh, I make the choice for the freelance job, and I'm leaving the agency that I was security. I had a good position, but doesn't care for me. And for me, it's better to talk to work in a remote job that, and the agency was remoted too, you know. But when I work for United States and Europe, we don't have a lot of meetings of a day. We just talking with for emails, and they give me the task, and I deliver the task, and then I receive the money. And I choose that because I feel so tired. I don't. It's not. It was not good for my health to take this rip for for the job. Is influencing my family, in my health, and this is why I'm choosing it. It's
Because
important to.
sometimes we
Sorry.
tend to think that if we are earning more money, it's better for our family. We can think like it's better for a house or the things that we can conquer, but maybe our presence is important too. So I was not able to see my mom. I don't live with my mom. I live by myself, and I used to see her on weekends. So I was working so much that I could not see her or my brother, who which is little. He's a child, and I feel like I miss them so much, even though we live in the same city. Just because I was working to earn money to be independent and conquer things and buy a new TV, but I was not seeing my family. So sometimes we can talk about the quality of this too, not the money per se, but the other things that is important in our life.
Yes, this is so important. Uh, that's as we talked. That's depends of the moment that you can handle, but you know how you can do, but sometimes you feel so tired, you feel sometimes you feel sick. I started to be sick. I have to go to the hospital for a problem, stomachache problem, you know. I had to make a surgery because I just eating trash all the day. I don't stop to make it my lunch and have healthy food. I have problems with that. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to thinking about these phases of the life, and it's important for you. You are a youth person. You have a lot of energy to put on a job, but you have to follow your feelings. You know what I mean. It will growing up, really growing up my career in the future, or they just want my blood to stay here all the time. You know, it's important to have this perception, to go deep in some jobs. It's really, really important, you know.
Yes, because in my generation, for example, we measure how good we are as a workers and how many times we spend working and how much work, not the quality of the work or the professionalism, more in the how times you spent sitting in your desk working past hours, like working so much, very much like that people are paying you. Like they don't pay you enough for this. They don't pay you to experience this level of stress. Because sometimes good workers is not like always hard workers in the perception of how many times you spend, but more in quality. I don't know if I
Yeah,
explain myself, but
yeah. I have a rule that I have learned in my life when you are making some jobs as a freelancer or not. Uh, the point is, few money you have to earn it fast because your time is important, you know. And sometimes I receive some freelance jobs that they don't pay a good amount of money. But if I see that I can do it fast, I take the job, do it, deliver it, you know. And all the time it's all about the hour. Hi, Louis, can you do that? It for me for 3 hours of the job. Yes, when for sure I'm gonna analyze it, and when I see if I can deliver that in with 45 minutes or 1 hour, I take the job and deliver that in that in the time that we agree, in the time that we uh, combinado, you know. And 3 hours, yeah, they can leave it on Friday. It's Monday. Oh yeah, that's right. So I sit here for 15 minutes a day and do that. I'll just sit here for an hour and leave the job. It's done. And it's important to know sometimes. Yeah, it's a rule that I make here in my
Nice.
in my
It's a big
job.
rule.
Luis, you once talking about some questions that I put here. Just talk. We have 12 minutes.
I like the question number 6. What role do your passions and hobbies play in balancing work and life? Exercising is so important to me because I used to be an anemic person. Not nowadays. I finally beat anemia. So the sports and exercising was very important to me in this process of healing, to feel healthy again. So it's something that it's a deal that I have in my mind, balancing working, that I need to have time for myself, doing exercising, moving my body. And I have little hobbies, like I like to paint, I like photography, and I like exercising these hobbies, like went in a museum, seeing an exhibition of photography or something like that, because these feed like my inner soul, like this feed my passions, and I need this passion, this energy to keep going, to keep function as a human being, to keep working, keep studying, to for my boyfriend, for example, he needs to watch series like every day and night. Every night he needs sometimes that he sit, he watch a movie or a CD or read a book, because he's like an introvert and he needs this time to recharge his energy. So I think that hobbies and passions works in this way, when you can heal from things that are stressing you out during the day.
Yes, I have the same feeling. It's so important to have a hobby, you know. It's so important, independent of the kind of the hobby. Nowadays, my hobby is playing video games at night. I do that every day. My hobbies on weekdays is where my team plays here in my city. I'm go to the stadium. Yesterday I went to the stadium. It was amazing. I love this kind of energy, you know. It's amazing, 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 amazing. And on the weeks, because when I go there on the weekdays, it don't make me trouble in the weekends days for my family, as my child and my wife. So I can go out and don't have time to come back. For sure, I don't will stay on the street for nothing. I just see the game and come back here. But I love to go there at the weekday, not at the weekends.
Nice.
And I
It's like a
go.
pause, like in between.
Yes, yeah, it's my own moment, you know. I'm go alone. I'm going by walk because it's near from my house. You know, Maracanã is
Nice.
so near from my house. It's something about 9 quadras.
Wow.
I can go by walk and come back by walk. It's curious for me, you know. I know the city. I grew up in the city. I don't have troubles with thieves or something like that because they know I'm from here and we have a lot of them, but I go, how can I say? I'm walking on the shadows, you know.
It's a good strategy. I need to do this here in
Yeah,
República São Paulo.
I try to be part of that. I was wearing no sophisticated clothes, you know. Uh, I'm a simple person, and I'm going there. No watches, no jewels, no nothing. No, just a cell phone. Because nowadays we have uh, the digital presence to
Yes.
enter in the stadium. Yesterday, all the stadium are entering a face recognition, but we have blocks before the stadium that you have to present your digital ticket with the sound.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go there. But it's nice because I take videos and photos about the
Mm-hmm.
event, and it's so colorful, so energy. People shout a lot, and I love the music, and I love to go there.
I never went to a game in my life. Never.
Really?
Yes, really,
You
never.
have to
Like
go.
I don't know. In school, I used to swim. I used to swim, so I never saw myself competing.
Sure.
That's the only competition game that I experienced. I never saw a game. I don't have a
Ye-
team.
Yeah, in São Paulo, it's a little bit different from here, you know. I live, as I said, I lived there for 13 years. It's different. It's more dangerous because the peoples are, you have just one group of fans in a game. You don't
Mm.
have the two teams because
Mm-hmm.
they making problems when you have big. I just go to the big games.
Mm-hmm.
When you are a team, a big team with a small team, you don't go. I just go to big games like yesterday. Yesterday we have Flamengo and Palmeiras here.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's something about 60,000 people there.
Wow.
It was really, really, really amazing. But here is different. You can go with the shirt of your team. You don't have any problem. The peoples are so simple. They go into having fun. For sure, sometimes you have some troubles, but when you go a lot for this kind of events, you know how to go and how to do and how to proceed to enter and to going in and
Mm-hmm.
going out. You stay done it all the time for sure. This is not the Disneyland. This is real, you know. That's
Mm-hmm.
the same that you do in big cities, the same that you do in São Paulo, in London, in Mexico City. I went to London, I remember, in 2022. I arrived there in a Sunday, and people talk, don't go from the airport to the hotel by taxi, go by sub. And I was thinking on the plane, and I think, man, this is a big city like Rio, you know. I will arrive on a Sunday. We don't have too much movement on the sub. I will take a taxi because
Mm-hmm.
with my bag, with my computer, with some money in cash, international credit card. I will don't enter in a sub that I don't know. You have to change the lines, go to another thing. I don't know how to pass. Use a sub here in Rio. Sometimes I use it's hard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give chance to Azar. And I spend a big amount of money to take a taxi from Heathrow to the center of London, something about, oh
Yes,
my God,
taxi is expensive
oh
nowadays.
my God, 130 pounds
Wow.
for the tax.
Wow.
But that's okay. Don't think all the time converting the money from real. You will feel so crazy. Oh, I forget about it and going to my way and arriving safe. The trip was amazing. We stayed there for a week, went for a conference, a very closed conference that I buy the tickets here from Brazil and I went in there, the best international search engine optimization conference of the world. And I was
Nice.
there, just three South American guys, me, a guy from Brazil, and another one from Argentina.
Wow.
Just three, no one more from South America. Amazing, amazing. Gave me a lot of miles, in my career. It was so important.
Nice, nice. I have lots of
Just,
experiences.
yeah, just a week, just a week. I going in I arrived in, I come a day before here, arrived there in a Sunday and make the same way to stay the other Sunday here in Rio. We have a flight with a direct flight from Rio, and I go with a leg and come back in the other one.
Mm.
2 days of conference, uh, one meeting with Flamengo's fans from London, Fla Londres. Wow, yeah, because they have the final of Brazil Cup at these
Wow.
days, and I went there in a ghetto with to meet the Brazilians. So very crazy. I take a taxi and go there. We went to a show in U2 Arena. I had the opportunity to see. I'm a rock and roll lover. I had the opportunity to having a show in the city, an amazing show. I went to see the Deep Purple in the O2 Arena. Was amazing, 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 amazing. One day, Kendall
Nice.
Town, take some beers, listen to some rock and roll, take the sub, go to the hotel, and come back to Brazil. Just a week.
Came time for dinner with your daughter after this.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Nice. You're a football and rock and roll lover.
Yeah, I love rock and roll.
I can
And
see in your t-shirts you
oh
already
yeah,
your
yeah.
t-shirt.
For those about to rock.
Nice.
It's a it's a song from Dire Straits. I love Rock's t-shirts. I love that.
Nice.
Amazing. Great conversation.
Yes, I
Yes.
love the subject. I think I needed to talk about this because I learned so much from you. You have like a good point of view.
Mhm.
You're very different, right? We have like different point of views. We can agree and disagree. So I like when the conversation take this course when you can change experience. So it was very nice. I love the topic. It was
Great,
great
great.
for me.
It's always a pleasure to speak with you. It's a real pleasure. Thank you for coming. And we are meeting again in another room. That's right.
Yes. Yes.
Bye bye,
Thank
Louise.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very